Sid, I need to talk to you.
I'm late for work.
About last night.
Oh, well, if you want to carry on where we left off, I'll risk Matt yelling at me.
It shouldn't have happened. I need to know you're not going to say anything to anyone.
Ah, no worries. Discretion's my middle name. Dad must have been drunk. Certainly surprised the vicar, though.
This is serious. I think it's best we both just forget about it.
Forget what?
Last night.
Sorry. Can't remember it.
Hi. I'll see you two tonight. I'm glad he's gone. Gives a chance to talk.
What about?
Us. Last night.
Well, look, I don't want another post-mortem.
Yeah, well, neither do I. Look, it's not about what we say, it's about what we do. So, I thought we could go out tonight. Anywhere you want. And we'll have a good time.
I'm not in the mood.
Are you still angry at me?
Look, I just need a bit of space, okay?
Look, Chloe...
Do you know I shouldn't say it, but it's so peaceful here without your mother around. It's like a weight off my mind.
Like a pain out your backside, more like. The pigs are happy any road. They always look worried when she started singing to them in the mornings.
I'd love to have seen their faces when she got out that coffin.
Hey, look, you didn't hear the language about the air were blue, eh?
What do you think they'll do now, Dad?
Well, they'll try and sneak her back on us, of course.
No, not if we lock all the doors and windows before we go to work.
They're cunning, though. They might not be planning a frontal attack.
You're right. We'll have to be prepared for anything.
I still think it should have a Union flag on the front.
That's just for ambassadors and royalty, isn't it?
Well, something that announces it as the mayor's official vehicle.
Well, the skull and crossbones would do that, wouldn't it?
Just you make sure there's not a mark on it.
Well, I've given it a full valet inside and out. That'll be 30 quid, please.
Send the bill to the town hall.
If you had any sense, you'd do it for free. We're in a position to put a lot of business your way.
We're starting a new initiative at the town hall, helping the community to help itself.
Well, you're not going to help yourself to any freebies here. That will still be 30 quid. Or if you like, I can clamp it.
So, did you enjoy it then?
That's not the point. Wrong time, wrong place, wrong man.
Oh, come on, you must have found it a bonus. No one wants the life to be predictable, do they?
Well, you don't play around anymore.
Yeah, well, that's because I've got far too much to lose. Not like you and Scott are married, though, is it? Face it, you've been getting bored with him for ages, and Sid is pretty fit.
So, Scott?
Look, Chloe, right, when I were poor, I used to go window shopping in this designer outlet in Leeds. I would have done anything for one of them posh frocks. Now I can have them, I'm not interested.
You are such a bad influence.
No, I'm just telling you like it is. If you find axle grease a turn on, stick with it.
Brought you in some more tea bags. Or aren't you working today?
Sorry, babe.
Try and be a bit more careful what you say in front of his mother. Well, it wouldn't matter if you gave him the big E, would it?
Look, me and Scott are going to sort things out. Just back off and you'll get me into more trouble.
Hey, what's all this about?
Hey, I smell sackings. Well, they can't do that. We've all been working really well.
We'll soon find out. He's about to speak.
Look around you. What do you see?
The yard.
Looks more like the council tip.
Hardly is the sort of image we want to give to prospective customers. We want to be seen as a bright, go-getting company, not the fag end of society.
As Mayor of Houghton, people look to Eric to set an example.
Oh, us too. So why don't you give him a broom and he can show us how to clean it?
No, you lot are going to clean it. Every inch. I want it shining like a new pin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's turned into a right little dictator with that shiny new chauffeur.
Aye, and it's us that's paying for it.
Well, I thought you were in trouble for not paying your rates.
Yeah, but that's making a legitimate political protest against a system designed to underpin capitalist society by oppressing the underclass.
I thought you were just skint.
Exactly. Victim of an ethic that gives credit to the rich, but won't even give people like me enough for the essentials of life.
Usual, Zach?
Yes, please, love. Yeah, I think we've got a democratic duty to bring people like Pollard down a peg or two. It's all there, love.
not your lunch, is it?
Yeah, well, I don't normally eat much when I'm working.
I thought Chloe would cook for you today. It's our afternoon off.
She's out with Charity.
She spends too much time with that girl.
Oh, Mum, she's allowed her friends.
Well, Charity's always putting bad ideas into her head. I saw them earlier this morning. They were laughing about you.
Oh, that's just girl talk. You know, you are a bit of a protective.
And you're too trusting. Mark my words. There's something going on.
How's it looking out there now?
Much cleaner. But there is still something missing. First impressions are so important. That yard ought to make a statement.
It does. It says this place is a dump, staffed by morons.
Hardly the image we're looking for premises run by the Mayor of Houghton. It should be prestigious. You'd be amazed at the transformation a few flowers dotted tastefully around the place could bring.
Yeah, agreed, but flowers cost money and profit margins are a little tight, too.
I'm sure you could use your position to find a cheap supply.
There's a florist in Skipdale looking for planning permission, wanting to expand. They might want to keep on the right side of me.
Perfect. Sometimes it feels like I'm settling down with him, and I'm too young for that. And sometimes he tries to be too flash, and that just gets him into a load of bother. And sometimes he takes me for granted, and I hate that. Yeah, all good reasons to have somebody waiting on the sub-bench. Hello, Sid. That's not the point. And I can't run 2 minute ones, that's just too complicated. Well, it's your life. But now he's in a mood with me, because I turned him down about going out tonight. Well, call him up and say you've changed your mind. Thought it'd go on better. Persuade Sid to go out and give Scott a meal in. Brilliant, yeah. And all them oysters and them kinds of food, they can be a real turn on, you know, yeah?
What are you two laughing at?
Oh, let me think. You? No, we were just making plans for tonight.
But you know I wanted to go out tonight.
Staying in will be much more fun. Trust me.
Oh, I thought you'd have finished that batch bin out.
Mr. Pollard had us cleaning the yard. We were right hard graft.
Too right, do you know? I think I've done my back in.
I've broken my nail. It took me ages to grow on this long.
I don't think it's right expecting the skilled craftsman to do his dirty work.
You managed to skive out of it.
Hey, I want skiving. I've been up at home farm and I've got to go back there later.
Well, I think we're all entitled to a tea break.
I'll put the kettle on.
First time I've seen her volunteer.
Oh, well, she's always helping out around our house.
You're joking. I have to nag her to get her to do anything. Maybe she is better off at yours.
Oh, now, you don't mean that.
Well, I just can't seem to get through to her.
I know she misses you. Just give it time.
We weren't laughing at you.
Charity's always trying to make out that I'm not good enough for you. And she's just lucky.
Hey, do you mind? That's my best mate you're talking about. Let's just leave her out of this.
Well, I can't, can I? Because she keeps sticking her nose in, flashing her money about, just like with the holiday.
She was just trying to help.
And my mum overheard you laughing about me in the cafe.
Now, she's the one that likes stirring things up, not Charity. She's the one that's got you in a mood.
Oh, I'm not in a mood. I just want to know what you were laughing about.
She was just trying to help me plan a meal for us for tonight. It was gonna be a surprise.
When I asked you out, you turned me down flat. And now you want to plan a romantic meal? It doesn't add up.
I don't know why bother.
Well, neither do I.
Do you know, Pollard is really pushing his luck. He expects us to turn the factory yard into a garden.
Oh, Scott reckons this mayor business has gone to his head.
Well, me and Dad have been planning to take him down a peg or two, haven't we?
Yeah, well, maybe you could plan something to get us out of gardening duties.
Simple. Huh? This is the time of year for outings, isn't it? Well, we plan a trip to Scarborough.
Hey, I'm up for that.
Hey, me too.
Well, I'll bring the beers. What about Mr. Pollard? He'll have no one left.
Oh, serves him
Serves him
right.
It's only me.
What are you doing here?
Come to bring me Nan back.
No way. We worked it on you fair and square.
Just her ashes. Thought you'd want them.
Her ashes?
It's a lovely service. It's a pity you all had to miss it.
I thought you said the cremation were next week.
Cancellation. What with us all being so upset like, I thought it would best to just, you know, crack on, get it done with.
You burnt it?
Yes, Sam. That is usually what happens at a cremation, yeah. Funny thing, as the coffin rolled into the flames, we all thought we could hear her call out from inside.
Yeah, well, she always did like the last word, eh?
You scumbag! Hey, that is the last drink you'll get in this house, pal.
Well, it was our fault. They didn't know she were alive.
Yeah, well, that's more than he'll be by the time I finish with him.
Come on, Zach. We're only playing at your own game.
Yeah, I mean, let's just drink to the old girl, eh? There you go, Nana.
How could you? Show some respect.
It's all right, Sam. She always liked to drink.
She's dead. She's burnt alive.
She's not dead, you tweenie. Elvis is just trying to put one over on us.
Come on, Zach. I mean, it was only a joke.
Yeah? Well, try this for the laugh,
Hey,
eh?
come on, you've got me skinned there.
Get out!
Cheers.
Hey, now don't you come back!
I can't believe you fell for it.
Huh? I didn't fall for it. I was just biding my time.
But I don't understand. How did Nana get out the coffin?
Oh. I'll explain to you very slowly, Sam. Now,
Make sure you don't overdo his steak. He likes it rare.
I do know how to cook, Viv.
Maybe, but seeing as you're finally doing something nice for my son, you may as well get it right. Right, that's £10.40 minus staff discount.
Well, take it off my wages. I'm a bit short this week.
Right. Cheeky mare.
Oh, come on, Viv. Everybody gets hard up.
When I was her age, I was really careful about my housekeeping. I didn't squander it on luxuries and expect an advance from my wages.
Times change.
I reckon she's got ideas above her station. She seems to think she's entitled to the same sort of lifestyle as Charity. That's why my Scott has to work all hours.
The way they run their lives is up to him and her. It's none of our business.
I never thought she was right for him.
Oh, Synth, you seem really down today.
Sorry, it's our Letitia.
Oh, what's she done now?
Nothing. It's just she seems happier at Dingles than she ever did with me. Makes you feel a bit worthless as a mum.
Hey, she's the one to blame, not you. Do you know she's never grateful for what she's got? Hey,
Hiya.
Liz.
Hiya, love. Hey, I haven't got much time. We're off on a day trip to Scarborough tomorrow and just wondered if you and Danny'd like to come too.
Oh, I'm sure our Danny would like to, but I don't think I can get away.
Oh, go on. You've been working all hours. You deserve a day off. And as your employer, I insist.
Letitia will be coming along as well, so I'll give you a chance to sort things out.
Not sure that's what she wants.
Well, she can't stay at ours forever. The rest is up to you. So, what do you say?
OK. Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Same again, Bob. Oh, you're knocking them back quick tonight, aren't you? Oh, Chloe. Oh, lovely girl. You know, she's the sort of girl most blokes would be rushing off home to, not sitting here drinking.
I just can't seem to do right by her. You know, she wants the life that Charity's got, so I try and throw a few quid her way, and she doesn't like how I've done it.
You know, all women are the same. Otherwise, they'd have to be grateful, and that's just against the principles.
Well, what do I do about it?
I'm a barman, not a counsellor. And I always think a bit better with a drink in my hand.
What's cooking?
Meal for me and Scott.
Let's leave you to it then.
Oh, I wouldn't bother. Doesn't look like he's going to turn up anyway. Do you want some wine? What's going in the sauce?
Not usually my drink, but shame to see it go to waste. Maybe he's just working late.
No. I checked. Garage is all locked up. Said he wanted to go out tonight. Guess he went without me.
And after all the trouble you've gone to getting his meal ready.
Well, there's too much here for one. You might as well join me. That's if you've got nothing better to do.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, I just don't understand why he treats me so badly. you think he's bored with me?
Scott's a mate. It's not really down to me to speak for him.
I'm really at the end of my tether, Sid. You're a bloke. You must know what's going on in his mind.
He's just a bit thoughtless, that's all. I'm sure he really cares about you, deep down.
Yeah, well, he's got a funny way of showing it. Missing dates and picking fights, taking me for granted.
Maybe you're just worrying too much. Maybe you should just forget all your troubles for one night. Let's sit down and enjoy a nice meal together.
I'd like that.
Let's see if we can put a smile back on your face.
So what do you do when Mum is in the mood with you?
Well, first instinct is hide.
Well, I've been in here a few hours, so I think we can forget that one. What next?
Well, women are incurable romantics, so you might find that a well-timed bunch of flowers could well work wonders.
Bob, it's 8 o'clock. Dinner is in the oven, probably burnt. Well, it's too late to buy flowers.
So, improvise.
Well, thank you for your advice.
As an agony aunt, you make a pretty good barman.
Odds on she throws the meal at him.
Then he will have learned a valuable lesson. Where women are concerned, you just can't win.
Is that how you feel, Ray?
Quite the opposite.
You know, I don't know why that Louise hasn't seen through that creep yet.
It's not so blind.
Well, I think they're a nice couple.
Well, that's because you don't know him.
Well, the speakers are fine. And how come you're not at home with your husband tonight?
Because he's visiting Zoe. Decided to give it a miss this time.
Oh, I don't blame you. It can't be much fun sitting with all them loonies.
She's not a loony, Betty. She's just sick.
Oh, it's same difference. Runs in that family, if you ask me. No offence, like.
Scott?
Thank you.
You've been drinking, haven't you?
Well, that's full marks for observation.
Is something wrong?
Yeah? Yeah, I reckon so.
It's Chloe, isn't it? I told Bob, but he wouldn't listen. Look, don't worry. I'll make you a nice cup of coffee and it won't take a minute to put clean sheets on the bed.
What are you talking about?
I've always known she wasn't the one for you, but you'll be safe with me. We won't give her a chance to talk you out of it.
Mum, I'm a grown man. The last thing I want to do is to move back in here.
Well, why did you come here then?
For a bottle of champagne! You still got any in stock?
And as I was pulling up the floorboards, I found this stash of dodgy mags. I mean, I'm broad-minded, but this was really strong stuff. So I said to the lad, I said, you best find a new place for them before your dad finds them.
What did you say?
Not a lot. He'd never seen them before. Must have been his dad's.
Oh!
That's the first time I've heard you laugh in days.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've just been so upset about Scott.
I thought we weren't going to talk about him tonight.
I can't help it. Maybe I just can't admit he doesn't care. Perhaps he never really got over Kelly.
Who's she?
His stepsister. They had a thing going. It was the talk of the village. I thought I'd helped him put all that behind him, but maybe he was just always on the rebound.
I'm sorry. Don't be mad with me. It was just the only thing I could think of to stop you talking about him. I didn't mean it to happen, and I didn't want to ruin the evening.
Who says you have?
You were mad at me for kissing you last night.
That was yesterday.
Oh, she's gonna kill me. I'm late.
Well, I'm sure you had good reason.
Not really. Wasn't thinking straight.
Look, why don't you tell me what she's done to upset you, and then we can decide what to do for the best.
Already decided. I've been talking it all through with Bob.
And he told me not to interfere.
Look, Chloe likes champagne. It'll put her in a good mood. So the sooner you let me have one, then the sooner I can get home.
Well, if that's all you came for, I don't know why you didn't pick one up at the Woolpack. You've obviously been there with Bob half the night.
I ran out of money. I wonder if I could pay you at the end of the week.
Well, why not? I've already paid for the rest of the meal.
Thank you, Mum.
That feels so much better.
Wait till I get you back to my place.
Well, it sounds perfect, but I couldn't really be bothered walking anywhere tonight.
I only live a few yards down the road.
So, my room's even closer. We can stay here. What's the problem?
Well, Diane's cool about it, and in the morning I can just roll out of bed and start work. When we stay at your place, I'm always late.
Well, then I'll be sure to wake you bright and early with breakfast in bed.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anything.
It's okay, Bob. Is it time for your break?
Yeah, oh, you can wait, yeah. I was doing myself once, you know.
There's less interruptions at my place. Anyway, bowling needs to be walked last thing at night and first thing in the morning.
Okay, you win. Your place it is.
Chloe!
He's back. Don't worry, he won't come in here.
You are joking, aren't you?
I could lock the door.
I've got to speak to him.
Chloe! Look, I know you're mad at me, but I've just come to say I'm sorry.
I didn't think you were coming home, so I decided to have an early night.
What, after a meal for two?
Oh, I just let Sid have the leftovers. You weren't here, so it seemed a shame to waste it. You've been drinking.
I'm sorry. I've just been miserable out the way things have been going lately between us. But I want to make things all right.
What, by staying out all evening?
I'm sorry, but I just wanted to get things clear in my head. I love you, Chloe. I've never felt like this about anybody.
It's a bit late to tell me that.
Don't mind me. Just pop down and get myself a drink.
No, it's never too late. Look, I've just been frightened about losing you. That's why I did what I did. I just wanted you to have the things that you wanted.
That makes me sound like a real gold digger. It's not just things that matter to me.
No. What I mean is you deserve the best. Look, I bought you a bottle of champagne. I know it's not what Charity drinks, but I thought you'd like it.
I'll leave you two lovebirds to your champagne.
Just tell me that things are going to be all right. Hmm?